Gold. Now we want to analyze the chart for the next week. Okay, now we are based on monthly chart. Okay, if I draw this one, we can see the price at almost reached to the top, and now we want to see at this level whether the price from here can continue and go and break the top and go higher, or we should expect for the reversal. All right, we are not sure about this, but as long as the price reach to the top or break the top, then we should bear in mind there is the possibility of the reversal is quite high, and that means there is a possibility the price can reverse. Okay, but as I say, we are not sure. We need to see how the price can move. Okay, now if we want to look for the trade, what we are more interested if we get the reversal, because if we get the reversal at this high, at this level, whether a bit higher, in terms of the risk and reward, we can get very good trade. I don't mean if we get a reversal, it should come to this level. Any reversal to any level. Alright. Now we just need to see the market and how if even I need to mention there is a possibility we break and it go higher. We don't get the reversal, but we are more interested in the reversal if we can get any trade. In this case, we just move to weekly chart. Okay, based on the weekly chart also you can see here the price is moving quite sharp, and what we can expect here, the correction. I mean, okay, in this case we move to a daily chart. Alright, even based on the daily chart we don't have any trade set up, as we can see just the price isn't move sharp for the last week. Okay, if we get what we are expected, as I say, based on the weekly chart, we get the correction. If we get any correction, we can look for the uptrend as well for the buy. That's why we need to wait for the next week. And as I say, we are not sure how high the price can go. But based on the weekly chart, I mean the daily chart, we can look for into this part. All right, and see whether we can expect since we are expecting the correction, the correction can be quite deep, similar to what we have here or not. In this case, if we put this move regarding with this, do we have any divergence here or not? At least, I mean, as we can see, we have a divergence, but we cannot rely on this kind of the divergence, because any move in the next week when the market is open, then maybe don't have the divergence anymore. Okay, in this case I will put, if we put this one, that means this is a move and this is a correction and this is another move. That means this is one move already finished, including the two uptrend and one correction. Then can we expect to have this way, one correction, then another one, and we put this one as a one move, then we expect to have a one deeper correction, move down similar to what we have here, and after that we put this together, then we look for that trend. This means we get one move down. To complete this structure, again I draw, this means we will have this move similar to this, and this is a correction, this is a flat if we like to analyze this. Then this whole correction will be the relation, like the correction relation to this move, and we should expect one move up. Okay, this is too early to be analyzed like this, but now I want to say whether we can expect to get the one sharp move down similar to this and consider in relation of this move or not. In this case, next week, when the market open, we just if we want to get any trade, we need to bear in mind of the reversal or deeper correction. And if we get any move down and any trade set up for the sell, then we can look for it, because there is a high possibility we get a good trade. Regarding the buy, also we need to see how the correction is formed here. Alright, if we move to the forward chart, also based on the forward chart, the way the market is moving is like we have to get the correction. It can continue go higher and higher, but right now we don't have any trade set up. and based on our analysis, based on the daily chart, we need to get a correction here. Then from there we can we can understand whether this correction we can give us a reversal for the downtrend, as I explained based on the daily chart, or no, the correction can give us a buy setup. Alright, that means if I get a small correction similar to fly, then for sure we can look for buy. Alright, now based on the daily chart and the 4-hour chart, we don't have any trade setup, we just need for the market to open next week. And based on the 1-hour chart, as we can see here, the way the market is open, uptrending, then if in next week we see similar move, any buy setup we get is a short-term trade. That means if we get a trade, we have to move the stop loss to break even when we get into the profit, and we should manage it because as just now we explained, there is a high possibility of the reversal. All right. Now when the market open, since we have this small correction here, when the market is open, if I see this sharp a small move down, maybe we can consider this as a trade, as like maybe we can trade this one. Maybe we can trade this one as if like similar to what we had here. This means if the price from here can come to the lower level next week and we get this one, then we can look for the small trade for the up, similar to what we have here. Any buy trade we get here, we need to manage it, and as long as the price come to this high or we go into the profit, we just move the stop loss to break even in case we get the reversal. Alright, this is just the only things we can expect for the next week when the market open. As I say, if we have this correction, we can look for the trade, but in the higher time frame, we don't have any buy setup or sell setup, and we just follow the market and we see how next week we can get trade. But what we are expecting based on the daily chart or 4-hour chart, we are expecting to get the deeper correction here. Then from there, we see whether we can look for the uptrend or downtrend. But if we get a correction, then mostly we can look for the uptrend. The downtrend is that only times if from here or any level we get a sharp move down, then we get a correction similar to what I draw here. Then we can look for the downtrend. It doesn't mean it's exactly have to be similar to what I have here, but at least we should expect the sharp move. Then we get a correction. In this case, we just follow the market for the next week, and if we get any trade setup, we just share in our group. Thanks.